What's up? Cofield Ricardo here, back on NHL 22, and today we're going to talk about my strategies and settings when I play. Just to be clear with you guys, I do not claim that these are the best strategies, nor the ones that the top players use, but these are only the ones that I think are the most effective and work the best for me. So with that out of the way, let's start. We're gonna start off with the team. Uh, it's a pretty simple thing, but it is very, very important that you do. First off, you want to have your left-handed players on the right side and your right-handed players on the left side. Um, why are we going to do that? Is because this will allow you to always have your players positioned for a one-timer. So as you can see, I have my right-handed player on the left side and the left-handed on the right side. And also that gives you the ability to cut through the middle and shoot on the short side with wingers when you're on the rush. So the glitch goal that some people complain about, that's how you do it effectively with your wingers on their wrong side. And it's going to be the same thing on defense. You want to have your right-handed players on the left side and left-handed players on the right side, because you'll be able to make one-timers, DDD one-timers from the point um, when when you can and when your players are open, so you won't have to switch your players around while in play. They'll already be positioned for that one-timer. Alright, so now we're gonna go into settings, and we're gonna start off with the controller settings, just a little things that I want to show you guys. First off, you want to have your controls on skill stick. That will allow you to have the most control on your team. If you're playing with hybrid or NHL 94, you should really start learning skill stick. It'll allow you to have more control. Like I said, you'll be able to make more deeks, have what the you move your players, you're able to body check. Yeah, you you have more control on your players. And then you want to have auto backskate off. That's important because if you have auto backskate on, your players will decide when they want to auto backskate, and there's like a split second when they decide that, when they're not skating anymore. So you'll get burned on the wings if your opponent has fast players. So you want to have control on that, and you decide when you want your players to backskate or skate forward. So you'll be able to stay with the player that's coming towards you. Then they added in NHL 22 auto hustle. So what that does is that you don't have to hold on your joystick so that your player sprints or hustles while it goes into second speed, goes faster. I keep it off because I want to control that. I want to decide when my player is going fast or not, and maybe even saving some energy while doing that. And then you want to have shooting that doesn't really matter. Vibration, it's your personal preference. I like to have it on. Some people don't. You decide if you want. And online pass assist. There was a myth in past years where pass assist, uh, it was better to have it on 0. It would make your passes more precise. Well, it's wrong. Actually, this setting, what it does, it controls the size of the circle within the player will catch the puck. So let's say you put it at 100, the circle, sorry, around the player will be bigger. So then the higher are the chances of your player catching the puck. So it's always better to keep it at 100. Then we'll take a quick look at visual settings. We're gonna talk about the camera. There's two cameras that I prefer, which are zone and overhead. Where is it? Overhead. There it is. But I prefer zone because this will allow you to see more of the play. It is more zoomed up, well, less zoomed. it is zoomed out. That's what I meant. You see, the ice is way bigger. Like you see from higher, and then you have what am I trying to say? You will be able to see more of the play and see all of the players on the ice with that camera. But honestly, it's a personal preference. I like to see what my players are doing. But if you want to have a closer view, you can stay with the other basic settings. All right, so now you're going to go into manage lineups and into strategies. All right, so for my forward check, I use 1-2-2 aggressive. It says 1 forward in deep, forcing play up the boards into teammates. I believe that's the most effective one. It's not too aggressive to the point where my defensemen are too up in the play and they get burned on the side. But it's pretty good to get you a turnover, as I like to pressure with one player, so that's perfect if you like to do that. Neutral zone 1-2-2 red. It says defenders will hold the neutral zone and apply pressure to break out at the red line. Again, if you want to make to put pressure with one player, that's the perfect strategies to put on. Then you want to have forecheck up to 6 because it will allow you to play your players to move up in the zone and break out faster and get odd man rushes. However, if you give a lot of breakaways and 2-on-1s, you should really turn it down because your players will always be far and will not come back fast enough to cover up the mistakes. All right, for offensive pressure, you want to put it to aggressive. It says that your defense will take some chances. Aggressive is perfect. I wouldn't go full attack because your defenseman would move up too much and any bad bounce would lead to an odd man rush. So aggressive is the way to go. All right, so for defensive pressure, you want to have protect the net because now in NHL 22, the new strategy is to wait behind the net until a player comes on you and then you go in front for the wraparound. However, crash the net will put your players in front of the net, making it more difficult for the attackers to wrap around. Same thing for collapsing. It will allow your players to come in front of the net and slot. However, you can switch to tight point if you are playing against an opponent who likes to take lots of point shots. This will allow you to put more pressure on these defensemen and block more shots and try and get some breakaways while cutting the pass. So keep collapsing if they don't take point shots, and tight point if they take point shots. Sorry. For passing box, I like to leave it at for penalty kill. Sorry, I like to have it at passive box because it creates a tight box in the defensive zone, and again will prevent from players wrapping around your net. Power play, really your personal preference. I like umbrella because of the shape, but I don't think there's a more effective one. The best play for you is to be able to cycle around, and whatever is better for you, go ahead. PP carry dump, you want to have it all the way to 0 because you want your that's applies to your AI. You want your AI to believe that you're carrying the puck and not dumping it, because I don't think anyone's ever dumped the puck in NHL. Everyone's carrying it, so you want your AI to do whatever you're doing. For control breakout, I leave it on strong side slant, as well as quick breakout. You want to leave zone early, and because that's the best way to have a player move up the zone while breaking out, even sometimes pass the defenseman before you even make the pass. That will allow you to get a higher chance of an odd man rush or even breakaway. So power play breakout doesn't really matter. Again, power play are not that important. 3-on-3 offense, same thing. Leave it on passive. Don't want to put it too aggressive, so you're getting some odd man rush against you. Then you want to switch to your offensive strategies. You want to have on every single line the same thing. You want to have behind the net. That's the meta for NHL 22. You want to move up behind the other player's net and cycle around until you have a player that's open in front of the net, either for the one-timer or for the wraparound, like I said, or if they're all on you, pass it to the point, take a point shot. It may get deflected or go straight in, so that's the better way to do it. After that I'm talking, I'll show you guys really how you can do the behind the net strategy that effectively. I'll show you some examples. For carrying dump, you want to carry so 0 for carrying. Like I said, you're not dumping. Cycle or shoot, you want to put it to shoot because it says that determines whether your team AI will cycle a puck while looking for a good shot or focusing on putting the puck on net. You want to put the puck on net, creates rebounds and everything. Efficiency or energy, you want to put it to energy because you don't want to your AI to be burned out, so you want to put it to energy. Block don't block, you want to put it to block. Would be bad if your players didn't want to block and go and flinch where your opponent's taking shots, so you want to put it to block so your opponent doesn't have great chances of scoring. And for defensive pairing, you want to hold the line. You don't want to put it on pinch because pinch, your defensemen are taking risk, and that's like the perfect recipe for getting some breakaways against your 2-on-1s. So you want to hold the line. Cycle or shoot, you want to put it to cycle because your defensemen are not the ones that are going to be shooting, so you want to cycle with your defensemen until you're able to find an open man on offense for the one-timer or the wraparound. And that's it for my strategies. I'll see you guys in the game. I'll show you some of my strategies. Okay, so that's what you gotta do. You gotta stay behind the net up until someone in front gets open. Alright, so I'm gonna cycle it down. Alright, he comes in front. And there it is. You find someone open right in front of the net. That's the meta for NHL 22. I'll show you guys the replay. So you chill behind the net and then you pass it right in front. That's what you gotta do. The behind the net strategy is also very effective on the power play. I can cycle it around, come back, and then pass. Oh, I missed the pass, but as you can see, the guy was wide open. If I got him, that would have been a goal. There you go, another one behind the net. On the back door, McKinnon was wide open. Got the pass through, and here's another goal. Probably going to win the game because of that goal, so I think behind the net is very effective, especially if the team you're playing against doesn't know how to defend it. Alright, so my guy stopped playing, he got mad. So that's all for the video. I hope you guys like my strategies and you should try them out because I think those are the best, well, at least work the best for me. So as we score a goal, take care of yourselves, guys, and we'll see you in another video. Peace.